Nobble. Subscribe and like for more videos.
Thanks for tuning in.
Hello, Ben Heck Show and everyone in the Element 14 community. My name is Nobble, and today I'm going to enter the Hack Like Heck Raspberry Pi Portable contest. I'll tell you a little bit more about myself. I'm an electronics enthusiast at the age of 24, and I've been modding for over 10 years now. My first build was a Super Nintendo portable after watching Ben Heck and other modders online. It really inspired me and got the ball rolling for more of these electronic adventures to come. After that, I built a Nintendo 64 portable, an Xbox 360 laptop, and I'm currently working on a two-in-one. It's a Wii and a Raspberry Pi Zero portable. I nicknamed it the Wii Keypad Switch because I took the casing from a Game Vice WikiPad and I decided to add the element of two consoles in one, the Wii and the Raspberry Pi Zero emulation with RetroPie. And so I dubbed it the Wii Keypad Switch because you can switch between the two. So currently I'm working on that, and I'm also working on a Game Boy Pi, and that is going to be based off a clear DMG case with a 3.5-inch screen, and that will be run off a Raspberry Pi 3. This is my B+ Raspberry Pi portable. I built it a few years ago, and I just wanted to show you that this is how I would go about a Raspberry Pi portable. You've got the internal 5-inch touchscreen, and that is a HDMI backpack monitor from Adafruit. On the top, you've got the power switch and the battery level check button, so you can see how much battery life you have left. Let's see, on the side, we have the 3 USB ports that are available. The other one is taken up by the touchscreen. We have a full Ethernet port, and this right here, the micro USB port, is for charging. On the back, we have the Raspberry Pi camera with a magnetic ring so you can attach other kinds of lenses like fisheye, macro lenses, or wide view. And we also have the full access to the GPIO port, so we have all the pins available for use, and I've actually built attachments that I can add on there for camera buttons and other sorts of things. And I really love the ability that you have with a Raspberry Pi to do whatever you please. I really love the open access you have with Linux, with Raspbian, with programming in Python. I mean, there's so many benefits with Raspberry Pi portables. I did want to say that I love original hardware, and that's where I love combining the two. My choice of preference for Raspberry Pi portables is something that has touchscreen display, onboard controls, full USB ports, access to the GPIO pins, or at least some, and it has to be rechargeable. I really would love to build one of these kits that you were talking about, have the opportunity to show the community my skills, and to influence other modders who are interested in Raspberry Pi handhelds. Alright, let me show you a few other of my mods. Alright, welcome to Ground Zero, where all the operations happen. Here's my messy desk. I'll show you one of my Arduino projects. This is my Atiny85 Arduino boy. It's a 2-button console that recharges via micro USB on the back. It's got 2 charge indicator lights. There's red for charging and green for good. Inside, you've got a magnetic lid, and you have a rechargeable lithium polymer battery, speaker, and there is the Atiny85. That is the microcontroller that controls all of the gameplay and the button presses. Let me put the back on again. Just clips right on. Pretty slick. And away we go. The game is called UFO Escape, and basically you're just a little UFO that flies around very similar to Flappy Birds. Oh, it's hard to play with one hand here looking through the camera. And then you can use your little laser to shoot through walls when there's a barrier. So that's what the other button's for. The first button is to keep you floating and get you through the obstacles, and the other one's to fire your laser. Alright, so that's a pretty fun little handheld just to pass the time. There's my chip PC. I love that thing. That's pretty cool. Here's another little handheld. It's not a portable Raspberry Pi, but it is a portable radio that I recased. Runs off of aux cable, micro SD card, or a USB. Turns on pretty easily. It's got a speaker inside, a micro USB port on the back, and a little power light. You can turn off the power light as well. So yeah, there's that. And let's see, what else do we have? We have a few Raspberry Pis here. These are just in the case, but I was actually trying to build a Raspberry Pi VR based on the Raspberry Pi Zero. So here, I've got a full USB port I wired up, so I don't need an OTG cable, and I added an onboard switch for power. I wired a micro USB port directly to it to plug into a battery bank to power it up, and everything else is wired up. It's running off of composite for the screens, but currently I still need to work on amplifying the signal so that I can get both screens to work, and then I will duplicate them, mirror them, and use them in a VR headset. I was messing around a little bit with Game Boy emulator with one of the screens, and it looked pretty good. A little pixelated for the screen. They're not the highest of quality and definition, but they do their job. It's a little fun project I wanted to mess around with. And then this Game Boy shell here, this is the one I'm building into a Raspberry Pi Game Boy. So I'll probably use one of these screens, put it right there, cut out the extra little bits of plastic, and then put the battery in there and all that. But I'll use a Raspberry Pi 3 for this one. So I'll add extra buttons on the back, maybe a thumbstick here too, just to add more controls. But yeah, that's another project that I have in the works. And then this is my Wii keypad switch. Here's the back. This is a Franken-cased console, so I've glued extra pieces of plastic on here. This back casing wasn't there before, and so I've had to use different types of epoxies and glues, fillers and all that to sand it smooth and join the two pieces using a process called Franken-casing. Basically just gluing plastic cases together and making them look like they're one piece. Here's the top. There'll be USB ports here, a couple buttons there, and another switch there. And here's the front. So normally a tablet would go in this hole in the middle. That would be a 7-inch Android tablet, but I decided to take the casing from a 7-inch monitor, and I cut off the top, back, and just took off the front. So then when I connect them together, I can place them inside here, and I will add the screen and everything, and then it'll be a nice clean fitting console. And then I'll just add the back on. Here's a little bit on the inside. I had to cut away some of the plastic to add more room, but that's another project that's in the works. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys in the community that I really love modding with electronics, and I really just would love to have the option to show you more of my skills and hope to influence people that are getting into electronics and Raspberry Pis. I just want to say thanks, Ben, for hosting this contest, giving everyone in the community an opportunity to show off their skills and hopefully progress from there, inspire young electronics enthusiasts and everyone else. I just want to say that you're a big inspiration to me, and I hope to see you at MGC 2018. Thanks, everybody. Don't forget to thumbs up the video and leave some feedback. Till next time, this is Nobble. Don't forget to check out the BitBuilt forums at bitbuilt.net, and thanks for watching.
Ivan says, check out bitbuilt.net for more high-tech electronic modifications.